Wow. Surrounded by powerful women on the stage and in the audience. It's very difficult to speak. It said it is wise to keep quiet when women are in power. Trade, technology, truth and traditions needs revival again and again. If trade policies are not attended to again and again, if it's not revived or revisited, if you continue the old trade policy, trade can never progress. Many businesswomen here, they will understand what I am saying. Same with technology. Today in the age of mobile phones, if you still hang on to the phone with the cards, landline phone, in 20, 30, 40 years ago, this present generation don't even know that how difficult it was to make a phone call. We had to book a call and wait for the operator to call you back and connect on a phone, on a call. Maybe by the time you could even go and come back. It could be a city 50 kilometers away. You had to wait for 2 hours to get a connection. But today the technology has improved, has developed. We have mobile phones. At the tip of your fingers you can connect everywhere in the world. As just Banu had just said, we are advancing in technology. Why? Because we are updating it every day. Technology needs to be updated. Similarly, the truth about ourselves, our life, we need to revisit them. What do I want? Am I doing the right thing? Am I happy? These questions we need to ask again and again. Spirituality is not just some mumbo jumbo sitting somewhere and doing something. It is just revisiting the truth about ourselves. Are we just? Is the society just? Are the rules and regulations that we have formulated are just? Is there gender equality? Our children are being given right education, right care. Where our society is going, where am I going? Pondering on these questions are those truths that we need to revisit again is what I call as spirituality. Anything that uplifts your spirit is spirituality. Music, dance, discussions, service projects, all forms part of uplifting spirit. This is essential. We need to revisit truth. And traditions, we need to revisit our traditions. They need to be updated. If it is meaningful, we take it and go. If it is not meaningful, if it is harmful, we should drop it. You can't hang on to a tradition which is harmful. And women play a big role because women are the keeper of traditions. At some point of time, some traditions develop, but we continue that blindly without questioning it, without asking why we are doing it, why it should be. That is where women can play an important role. There is a story, a gentleman, he had a denture. So after having his food, he would go to the washroom and wash his dentures and then put it in a box and keep it on a shelf. So this is a tradition he formed. The children just saw him going to the bathroom and putting something in the box and keeping it in a shelf. So after the grandfather, he became grandfather, even after his passing away, children started doing the same thing. They didn't need a denture, but they started going to the bathroom, taking a box and then washing the box and keeping it in an altar. It became a tradition. So we had to do this because my grandfather did it, his grandfather did it. So we cannot just do things which carry no meaning for us. Superstitions develop when reasoning or questioning the tradition is lost. So we need to question our tradition and see how useful it is. And if it is useful, we must definitely continue, not just discard it because it has been followed in the past. So the four aspects, truth, technology, tradition and trade, needs updating. Updating means fashion. And women are into fashion. I don't think there is a woman in this world who is not fashionable or who do not love fashion. So this is one of the qualifications for womanhood is they love fashion. Fashion means updating. It can never be old. This is oxymoron to say old fashioned. Either it is old or it's fashion. So you need to update these four aspects, and I'm glad you have chosen a very good topic, right topic, women and technology. Because of technology, there is comfort and there is harm also. As it's already been said by Kavita and Bhanu and others who spoke earlier, technology is meant for giving comfort, but many times it is causing such huge problems. It is disconnecting people, making our children into a machine on one hand, and then the harmful radiation. Yesterday only a minister of this state visited me, and he was complaining to me that his head is hurting so much that no doctor could help. They say it's all because of the mobile phones. The mobile radiation has done something in the neurons to the brain that no doctor could put their finger and find out what is wrong. I've seen number of IT workers who have this problem. You sit in front of computer, something happens to them. The radiation affects the brains, the neurons, the nervous system. The late nights that we continue, lack of sleep, lack of any proper exercise, proper nutrition and meditation has all caused number of health hazards. And this is one of the gift of the technologies, so as to say. Today people feel happy to live in a place where there is no telephone and no television, where there are no towers and no radiation comes. So we are going into that sort of era where we don't want even electricity. I know there are some certain health camps, they don't want to use this high power tender. All that they use is green energy, solar lighting. It does affect our system. So here again we need to update. We can't dispense technology. We cannot get rid of technology. At the same time, we need to nurture the values, human values. We need to keep the health of the family, health of our life, of our body, health of our children's behavior patterns, and health of our society generally. Another aspect I would like to touch today is the topic of corruption. You have seen what has happened in this country. Yesterday you must have heard what the Supreme Court came up with. Corruption. Corruption begins where sense of belongingness ends. This continent is ruled by women all around, whether it's Bangladesh, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, or India. But women have to do a lot. They have to see this continent free from corruption. I'm just talking about this continent, about corruption. That doesn't mean corruption doesn't exist in other continents. I was told in Europe alone, $600 billion corruption is happening by one of the members of the European Parliament. So, corruption begins where sense of belongingness ends. Violence begins where sense of belongingness ends. And as women delegates, you all think about it and come up with programs that can counter these menaces in our planet. I'm sure when you take up something, you will see through it and you will see that it is successful. I'm very certain, because whatever women takes, they are really successful in it, whatever it is, small to big. With these few words, I tell you, of course, God does everything, but I only say, God, make it little more obvious that you are doing. So that He makes it more obvious He is doing, and He is doing through you. She is doing, he or she, and doing through you, and all the best for every one of you. Enjoy your time. Amen.